My name is Jonathan Rose. I'm a circuit judge sitting in the Crown Court at Bradford. I was a student at what was then Preston Polytechnic, Preston Poly as we called it, from 1977 to 1980. And then I moved on from here to become a barrister. I was a barrister for 25 years before being fortunate enough to be appointed as a circuit judge. My aspiration before I started my degree was to be a doctor. My school career didn't go to plan. I didn't get the grades to become a doctor, but I did get the opportunity to come here to study. And I came here to study law because I had always had an interest in public speaking, and this was the opportunity to turn something that I'd already been doing into a potential career. And so once I was here, the initial plan worked out perfectly. It was to study law, go on to practice as a barrister, and then see where that career took me. Studying at UCLan, first of all, taught me about independence. You're on your own. You study your work as hard as you determine. I determined when I was here that it was only through hard work that I was going to make any progress at all at university and in a career. So it taught me how to devise a regimen for working, of when to work and when to play, and that both were essential. And it taught me how to be a lawyer, how to read a problem, study a problem, analyse it as quickly as possible, and start to find out answers to what that problem would be. And the questions that were being asked of me as a student in 1977 are the same questions that are asked of me as I sit on the bench as a judge in 2017. The first piece of advice is work. There is no substitute for hard work. There are no limits on the hours that you need to work. Don't believe that as a student, but particularly as a lawyer, that there is such a thing as a 9-to-5 day or a 5-day week. And there should be no limits that you impose on yourself on how much you'll do or you won't do. You work until the work is done, and it's done to the best of your ability. Never leave anything imperfect. Make sure that you do the very best job that you can do. Commit yourself to your career. There will be hurdles along the way. I had the hurdle of not becoming a doctor, but found a different path and a different route. And you have to face those hurdles and you have to surmount them. There's always another path that you can take. There's always another way of achieving something in your own life. Be serious about what you do. This applies whatever career you're going into. You have to throw yourself into it 100%. But if you're going to become a lawyer, remember this, that you're going to be part of a legal system that is centuries old. You're just the latest page in a very, very big book that will not ever be finished. And so you are being part of a very proud legal system that is based on fundamental principles of human rights, of fairness to everybody, of justice and equity. And however small a lawyer you are, however small your career may be, you're still a very fundamental part of it. The most important lesson life has taught me, you don't give up. You don't accept failure. If there is a failure, you get over it, you get on. It's possible to come back from pretty much anything. And I concede that I've had moments where I've failed or not succeeded. You just have to go at it again. There's things ahead of you that are capable of being achieved. If you give up, you will never have the opportunity to even see if you can get them. And so the future has an uncanny way of bringing great things if you strive for them. If you don't strive, you're never going to get them.